Scars we carry with memories burned by the dark.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another week of WCU Entertainment Review. I'm Courtney and I have Carly, David, and Jayla here with me this week. This is a very movie-heavy show. All we're going to be talking about are new movies. We're going to be talking about Allegiant, which is the newest Divergent movie. We're going to be talking about Zootopia, and we're going to be talking about Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. So let's get started.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
So the first movie we're going to be talking about is Allegiant, which is the third movie in the Divergent series. Now, Jayla, you said that you saw it over the weekend, and our video editor, Megan Thompson, hi Megan, she saw it too, and she sent me some of her comments, so I'll be interspersing with that. But Jayla, tell us what's Allegiant about?
So basically, if you haven't seen the first two movies for the Divergent series, you really shouldn't start from watching Allegiant because you won't know what's like happening or what's going on. It focuses very heavily on the first two movies. They refer back to the first two movies a lot. And basically, it's Tris and Four, and they're trying to save their city, Chicago, from all these people who's trying to destroy it and take away the people who are not wanted, basically, and just have the pure one, supposedly. And Tris is pure and her boyfriend Four isn't. So basically, it's basically about their love, and you always want the two people to stay in love and end up with each other in the end. So basically, that's what Allegiant is about. But I personally think it's like a really, really good movie. I was entertained all the way through, and I think people should go see it.
Nice. Now, Carly, you have read the Divergent series,
Yes,
as have I.
books.
I have not seen any of the movies. I was not a fan of the book Allegiant.
Oh, no, I thought you were going to say the Divergent book. I wasn't a fan of Allegiant either. It was really hard for me to get through. It was definitely the slowest of all three of the books. But the movies were really good. I'm surprised you haven't seen them yet.
I have a very love-hate relationship with the Divergent series. I think right now the hottest trend is these young adult books where it's dystopia and it's always a heroine who is more special than everyone else, and I don't know, I guess maybe it's like the Hunger Games came out and then these came out.
Yeah, I definitely think that's true, but I think that this is one of those series that doesn't get too choppy from the book to the movie, so if you liked the book, you're probably like the movie too.
Okay.
I feel that way about Hunger Games too. Did you like Hunger Games?
I did not like the Hunger Games movies at all. I did not, and that's for another show because I could go on for hours about my critiques of the Hunger Games movies. But Megan Thompson, who is our video editor, she did see Allegiant over the weekend, and she is a very big Divergent fan, and Megan was not happy with the movie. What she told me, she said that it did not feel like the book at all. She said that at this point, they shouldn't even call it the Divergent series. They should just say loosely based on the Divergent series. And she said they changed a lot of things that she didn't like, and she said it was just a big mess. So Megan, that's your review, a very condensed version of your review. So, I mean, it's a big contrast to what Jayla said, but I guess go out and see it for yourself, see what you like. But now we're going to talk about Zootopia, which I saw over the weekend and Jayla also saw. Yep. Zootopia is a movie by Disney. It's set in a world where animals are basically people. They live in a giant city called Zootopia, where they have they have cars, they have skyscrapers. It's as if animals are people.
Yep, exactly. I thought it was very people-like. I would say it wasn't basically only a kid movie. I think it was for adults too. It did have a heavy point at the end, you see. I think the point was you don't judge people and people can change, and I think it had a really good point that it got across.
I agree with you 100%. When I was watching Zootopia, I was like, wow, it was very current. They talked about a lot of things and they taught lessons that have to do with a lot of current events that are happening right now. And Disney's always been very topical, I think, with their movies. And I just really have to say the two main characters are a rabbit. Her name is Judy Hopps. She's very tiny, and her dream is to be a cop in Zootopia. And a rabbit has never been a cop before in Zootopia, and she's the first one. And she's just a great role model for kids, even though she's a bunny. So I think if she was a person, that would be even better. But she's very determined, and the other character is a fox. His name is Nick Wilde, and he is discriminated against because he's a fox. People think he's sly. He, will pull one over them, and they join forces together to uncover some very dark secrets in Zootopia. But like you said, Jayla, I was watching it, and I didn't feel like I was watching a kids movie at all, which I really appreciated because I think sometimes Disney movies are so, as much as I love them, they're a little too sugary sweet.
Yeah, and the end was like, I thought it was like a great plot twist. Like I didn't see the end coming whatsoever. So I really thought they did like a really good job of like not uncovering what was gonna happen in the end. So I think it was a really good Disney movie.
They also were just full of so many great jokes and Easter eggs. They had a Godfather recreation sequence with some mice, and they had a Breaking Bad recreation, which I'm a big Breaking Bad fan, so that was just amazing.
Yeah, I didn't catch that.
Yeah. But I kept comparing it to Frozen, which is like the last Disney movie that is still making so much money off of merchandise. Everyone has Frozen fever. I'm not one of them. Don't worry.
No, me either.
Okay. And I'm thinking, this is so much better than Frozen.
But was it better than the movies like Madagascar or like
Yes.
Over the Head?
Yeah, I was never really a big Madagascar fan to
Neither
begin
was
with.
I.
So I definitely think it was a lot better than a lot of the animal-centric movies.
I just think that Disney keeps doing animal movies. Like, I don't know if it was Disney, but someone just did like Let's Buy a Zoo or something like that.
Oh, right.
And then Madagascar, Over the Hedge, and there was another one that I didn't watch. And then they came out with the whole penguins line from Madagascar.
Yeah.
Well,
so
that's DreamWorks. DreamWorks really likes Madagascar.
still like I'm kind of done with
Yeah.
animal movies.
I am
But I
looking
guess I'll have to
forward-
see this one.
I am looking forward to The Secret Life of Pets, though.
Oh,
Oh,
Secret
yes,
Life of
I wanna
Pets
see
looks
that.
so good.
That looks funny. I guess it's
Yeah. It
probably
does,
like
yeah.
this too, where it's kind of more of an adult humor than it is just strictly for kids.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely. Like, did you guys see Inside Out over
Yes.
the summer?
Yes.
No.
Carly. Well, Carly needs to see Inside Out, but Inside Out to me does not feel like a kid's movie.
No, that was a great
Actually-
movie. Like,
Yeah.
I love it. I can rewatch it over and over
Yeah.
again. And
Actually,
still like
I
it.
worked at a day camp over the summer,
Yeah.
and I was asking some of the kids, they were kindergarten through second grade,
Mm-hmm.
and I asked some of them like what they thought the meaning of Inside Out was, like what the moral of the story was, and they really couldn't exactly tell me because
Yeah.
it is a
Definitely.
deeper
Yeah.
movie for sure.
I
So,
mean, that movie hit me like a ton of bricks.
Yeah.
I heard that one was really
Yeah.
like pulled on the heartstrings.
Yeah, and Zootopia, like, they definitely had things for kids more than Inside Out did, but it wasn't in my face. It wasn't like, oh, here's a stupid, like, fart joke for kids.
Yeah.
Like, the jokes were really well done.
Yeah.
And I was entertained all throughout. So Zootopia was great. Jayla, you think
Yeah,
it was
I think you should
yeah.
go see it. It's like
Yeah,
good.
I think you should go see it, even if you don't have kids, which sounds a bit weird, but it's a good time. It's good to see with friends or with your kids, whatever. So we're going to, change over to now one of the most anticipated movies of 2016. Still don't really know why it's highly anticipated. Today, the day we're filming, Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice just came out. This movie's been talked about for the past 3 years. It's a big deal. Henry Cavill is back as Superman, and Ben Affleck is taking over the role of the Caped Crusader Batman, which that casting announcement had a lot of controversy in
Yeah.
itself. You guys remember that?
Because I think Christian Bale has really done a good job with The Dark Knight and
Yeah.
those movies. So seeing a different actor
Yeah.
now is different.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously it's
Yeah.
different. I think it's hard to like delineate too, like Christian Bale and now Ben Affleck. Like I always see like the one person as Batman. It's hard to like get used to a different face when you're so familiar with someone else.
If you think about it, though, I mean, I bet there have been so many guys that played Batman over the years. We had Adam West
Right.
in the 60s, we've had Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, George Clooney played Batman one time, guys. Remember that? Yeah, it was horrible. Christian Bale, obviously, is probably the most famous.
Right.
And now he's Ben Affleck. And for me, like, the Batman for me growing up was Christian Bale.
Yes.
Because,
Right, and I think
yeah.
that's why it is getting so much backlash is because Christian Bale was like pretty much the Batman of our generation.
Definitely.
And now that this change has come, everyone's kind of up in arms about it. So.
Yeah, and also this movie just seems, I don't want to say unnecessary, but that's just how I feel about it. It seems like way too much. They've got Batman and Superman fighting. I mean, come on, guys. Superman is an alien who can shoot lasers out of his eyes. Who will win in this fight?
Well, Batman's really rich and has a lot of different.
True.
True.
Weapons
Yeah.
and
I
stuff
think
like that.
personally, Batman's cooler than Superman. Like he drives a
Same.
Batmobile.
I think he will win, actually. At the end of this movie, I think he will win. But
Yeah,
to me,
so-
I think they will try to make this a part 2.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just not going to be like the
Yeah.
end. It'll probably show, like, one of them like raising their hand trying to like fight for their life or something, but it's not going to show who it is. It's just going to end really quick.
Yeah.
Because
They drag these out.
Yeah.
they have done a hero versus hero before, right?
Yeah.
That was with Iron Man.
Well, actually, this DC is, I think, just like sweating bullets right now because Marvel has taken over the comic book world. I mean, 'cause ever since Disney bought Marvel almost 10 years ago, I mean, they have released a franchise that is just nonstop.
Right.
And ironically, at the end of April, beginning of May, Captain America Civil War comes out, which is Iron Man and Captain America facing off. Already to me, though, it looks like a better movie. But I think what DC's trying to do is they're trying to launch Justice League, which is their version of the Avengers, which has
Right.
Batman, Superman, Aquaman, the Flash, Wonder Woman, and the Green Lantern. So this is like the jumping point for them. They're using this movie to start the Justice League because Wonder Woman's in this movie, which for me that's the coolest part.
That's what I've
Actually,
heard
I just
universally.
looked this up the other day. Wonder Woman's scheduled for 2017.
Yes,
right now,
Wonder Woman is filming right now, which is awesome because apparently Warner Brothers did not want to make a Wonder Woman movie because she has woman in her name. So good on you, DC. Good on you,
Yeah.
because their thought was Warner Brothers, an exec at Warner Brothers said, "Oh, no one will go see this movie with a female lead." Well,
I bet it's going to sell out.
it's going to sell out. It's going to break tons of records. I already know because I think what everyone was most excited for Batman vs Superman was Wonder Woman showing up.
Yes, I completely agree. She's
And also,
like a big hit.
yeah, she's great. Also, Jesse Eisenberg's in this movie as Lex Luthor.
No, I don't. I just like do not see Jesse Eisenberg as anything but kind of like a nerdy.
Yeah.
Just like that's it, kind of nerdy, not as a villain.
Maybe he's
Yeah.
trying to expand his roles. I don't know.
I
But
mean, I don't blame the guy, but even in the previews, though, Lex Luthor looks like such a nerd. And if you have seen any of the other Superman films where Gene Hackman played him and Kevin Spacey played him before, Lex Luthor's not some nerd. Lex
No.
Luthor's a very powerful man who can talk his way out of anything. So I don't really know where they're going with this.
Maybe it'll be really good.
Maybe.
I could be underestimating him. So
Maybe. But so far the reviews are not that stellar. Yeah. I mean, Henry Cavill as Superman is great. I liked him in Man of Steel.
right, I saw that. It was really good.
He's also, I'm going to sound really shallow, he's also really handsome.
Definitely.
Yeah, but I've been hearing that Batfleck, aka Ben Affleck, as Batman is pretty good. That's what I call him. But I think we're going to wrap it up here. So maybe we'll see Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice. Maybe we won't. I'm kind of leaning towards won't because movies are expensive now, guys. I'm not paying $12 to see something I don't want to see. But any last comments or thoughts from anyone?
Nope.
We're all good?
not on my side.
All right, well, we're gonna sign out for the week, and we'll see you next week with hopefully a lot more news in TV, movies, music, what have you. Have a good weekend.